Hey guys, welcome. First week of virtual school. So this is kind of how this is gonna look. We're gonna try this out the first week, and we will see how it works. How this whole thing is looking is I'm gonna post a video, and then I'm gonna post a worksheet that goes along with with that video and with that topic. Um, we will post the answer key so you can see if you did this right. And then um, later on in the week, I will have times where I'll be live and you can ask me questions if you were confused on anything, and we'll kind of practice that way. None of this is graded. You're not getting points for these, so just for you to kind of practice and gain those skills that you're going to need to move on to the next to seventh grade. So I'm going to walk you through a PowerPoint this first week, and this is actually going to be on part of the enrichment packet that you maybe already completed. So if you have completed the enrichment packet, you're actually not going to have another worksheet to complete. I'm going to use the same worksheet because not all students completed that. If you did complete it, in fact, I will be posting that answer key later on in the week, so you'll be able to see, hey, I did this right, hey, I didn't, here's what's going on. I will also post the notes that go along with this, and give you some extra resources. I'll give you a game and some other just notes and videos and things like that. So let's walk through this, and we'll kind of go from there, okay? So this first slide, not really necessary for you to complete. This is just a quick check. This is just kind of a warm-up or refresher, basically. This is on just exponents and powers. So if you'd like to complete that, those are there for you. You can always pause this video when you're watching it and complete this. And then on the next slide, it actually gives you the answers for those problems. So you'll be able to check these answers if you want to obviously do these problems first and then move on and check your answers after, okay? But not necessary, not really part of the lesson that we're talking about today, but just there for you just in case. Your essential question, kind of the main question that we're going to be focusing on, how is it helpful to write numbers in different ways, okay? To make this look very similar to class, here's your learning target and success criteria. You wrote these down every single day at the beginning of class, so it should be pretty similar. So your learning target today, I can write and evaluate numerical expressions that involve whole number exponents. That big part is I can evaluate numerical expressions. Okay. Your success criteria is actually the order of operations. Okay. You all know this. I'm going to pull up my pen here. You all know this as PEMDAS. Okay. Hopefully you remember what that means. If not, we will be going over what it means in just a second, okay? You're going to see some math practices here, just some stuff that you're going to be completing while going over this lesson. And we'll get into what we're going to learn today. Again, using the order of operations, it is important when finding the value of an expression. Okay, you need to use a certain order. To find the value, again, you have to use that proper order. We'll talk about that, what that looks like. Vocab you might need for today, numerical expression. Numerical expression is just a combination of numbers and operations. So numbers and plus signs, minus signs, multiplication signs, division signs, exponents, parentheses, things like that. Okay. In the order of operations, it's just the way that you're supposed to complete a numerical expression. Okay. And we'll talk about what that means right now. Hopefully this is coming back to you a little bit here from this graphic that we have down here at the bottom. Remember, you're going to have potentially all of these operations in one problem. So you need to be able to tell me which way are we supposed to do this, which one am I supposed to do first, which one comes second, and so on, okay? The P in PEMDAS, maybe you remember it as this, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents. The M and D, remember, these go together. These are connected, okay? You can have multiplication or division. Just because the M's first does not mean we technically do the multiplication first, okay? Whatever one shows up first, that's the one we're going to do first, Okay, we'll talk about that more too. Addition and subtraction, again, another special one. Those two go together. Okay, whatever one shows up first, that's the one we do first. Okay, not just addition because the A's first. All right, let's get moving on here. All right, couple examples. The first example that I kind of go over will just be a step-by-step. I'll walk you through it. I won't do any work. I'll just talk you through it. The next one that I do, I'll actually do some steps and show you how it looks, okay? So that's kind of going to be our pattern going forward. So find the value of the expression. Those are our directions, and we have the problem 10 minus 2 plus 8. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pretty simple. I can solve this either way. I can do 10 minus 2, or I can do 2 plus 8, and I'll get the same answer no matter what. Actually, you won't. Okay? I always encouraged you when we were walking through orders of operations, take it one step at a time. Okay? Go through your PEMDAS. All right? So, doing that, I'm going to ask you, first of all, we'll start with the P. Are there any parentheses? Well, no, there aren't in this problem. Are there any exponents? Going to the E next. Are there any exponents in this problem? No, there are not, so we don't have to worry about those two. Okay. Moving on to the M and the D of PEMDAS. Do I have any multiplication or division in this problem? No, I don't, so I don't have to worry about those. I do have addition and subtraction. You can see I have a 10 minus 2 and I have a 2 plus 8. Here's what I'm talking about, this special case. Okay, if I have both addition and subtraction, I need to do whatever one shows up first. So if I'm reading a book, okay, if I'm reading from left to right, I need to do whatever one shows up first. Excuse me. I need to do whatever one I read first. In this case, I read 10 minus 2 first. So that's why this is in red here. They want you to do 10 minus 2 first. 10 minus 2, you're going to notice this is the answer right here. You get 8. And then we haven't used our plus 8 yet, so we're kind of just going to bring it along for the ride, bring it on over to our next problem. You're going to see, again, they tell you to do subtract 2 from 10 first. And then once we do 8 plus 8, we're going to get 16. Sorry, my arrow went into the answer there. And we get 16 by just adding 8 plus 8. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do one of these problems with you here, and I'll do step by step, just how we did it before. Okay, so I have the problem 30 minus 10 plus 9. I'm going to go through the same exact process as we just did. Okay, we'll go step by step, starting out with the P first. Do I have any parentheses? Your answer should be no. Do I have any exponents going on to the E? No, I do not. Do I have any multiplication or division? Nope. And do I have addition or subtraction? I have both. Okay. I have a subtraction problem here, or subtraction sign here, and I have a plus sign here. You need to ask yourself, which one do I do first? I don't always do the addition first just because the A comes first in PEMDAS. Okay. Whatever one you read first from left to right, just like a book, that's the one you do first. 30 minus 10 plus 9. The one I read first is 30 minus 9. So let's do that first. 30 minus 10, excuse me. Let's do that first. 30 minus 10, you should get 20. I have not used my plus 9 yet, so just bring it on down. And then I can solve that pretty simple problem. Just doing 20 plus 9. And I should get 29. Let's check and see if we're right. And we are. We should have got 29 for that. Okay. All right, get a little bit harder here. It says find the value of the expression. I have 4 plus 3 times 5. I'm going to write out PEMDAS up here. Sorry if it is a little messy. I'm writing with the laptop pad. I have no mouse at my house, so that rhymed. Whoops. All right, here we go. Very, very not neat writing. So sorry about that. Anyways, gets the job done. So ask yourself, do I have parentheses first? No, I do not. Do I have exponents? Nope, don't have to worry about that. Do I have multiplication or division? Yes, I do. I have multiplication. I have 3 times 5. Let's solve that first. Okay, 3 times 5, you should get 15 there. And I'm going to bring down the plus 4. Okay. 4 plus 15, just a very simple addition problem. You should get 19. Now I just realized that this is a step-by-step example and I probably shouldn't have wrote that in there. So I'm going to try and erase here. Let's see if we can get this off just so you can see what we're going to do here. There it is. Okay. Let's give that a shot now. So as you know, this is kind of my first time doing this stuff too. I'm going to make plenty of mistakes, so I apologize, but we'll work through it. We'll get better. So again, kind of going through what I just talked about. Are there any parentheses? No. Are there any exponents? No. You're supposed to multiply first, so you should do your 3 times 5, which is 15. You'll get your answer there. And just bring over your plus 4, because we haven't used it yet. And 4 plus 15, you get 19, which is what we got, so that's good. Okay. All right, let's actually work through this one. Good, I knew I included this, and I was wondering why it didn't pop up. So we can kind of keep track on this little graphic here instead. Let's work through this one for sure. 4 plus 10 times 3. Do I have any parentheses? I need to ask myself that first. No, I do not. Do I have any exponents? Nope. No, I do not. Do I have multiplication or division? Yes, I have multiplication. So let's solve my multiplication problem first. 10 times 3, you should get 30. Okay. Done with that. I did not have any division. Do I have addition or subtraction? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'll go ahead and finish off with the addition. I just bring down my plus 4 because I haven't used it yet. And now I have a pretty simple addition problem. 30 plus 4, you should get 34. Let's see if we did that right. And we did. 34 is your answer. Cool. Nice job. All right, step by step. I'm not going to write on this one. Okay. As you can see, our problems are growing, getting a little bit bigger. We're adding more and more operations. So let's walk through it, okay? First of all, do I have parentheses? As you can see, I do right here. Inside, it is 9 minus 6. They put the parentheses in red for you. If you have parentheses, you must solve that first. Whatever is inside your parentheses, solve that first. So let's go ahead and simplify a little bit. As you can see, they do 9 minus 6, and then they just replace it with the number 3 there. So our new problem becomes this. Instead of all of this stuff with my parentheses, it is now simplified to 20 divided by 4 plus 17 times 3. Okay. Next, you need to ask yourself, do I have any exponents? No, I do not. Okay, no, I do not. Moving on, do I have any multiplication or division? Yes, I do. I have both, actually. I have a division sign here, and I have a multiplication sign here. Again, reading from left to right, that is going to tell you what you need to do first. If I was to read left to right, if I was to read this problem from left to right, I would read that division first. So when you do your dividing, 20 divided by 4, you're going to notice you get 5 right here, okay? We have not used our plus 17, it just comes down. We haven't used our times 3, it just comes down, okay? Here's where a lot of students make the mistake now. They're like, okay, perfect, I'm done with multiplication and division. Well, no, you're not yet, okay? Still have a multiplication problem right here, 17 times 3. If I do 17 times 3, I'm going to get 51. All right, 17 times 3. If you can't do that in your head, that's completely fine. Just go off to the side and do 17 times 3. Okay, 3 times 7, you should get 21. 3 times 1, you should get 3. And then plus 2 is 5. That's where we get the 51 from. Then I just have a simple problem. 5 plus 51, you get 56. Okay. Let's walk through one, and we'll use our little graphic here to help us out, okay? Do I have any parentheses? Absolutely I do, okay? Inside my parentheses, it says 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2, very, very easy problem, just 1. And then rewrite everything we have not used yet, okay? This is where it could get a little messy not having a mouse, but I'll do my best. Not bad, huh? Except that was a division sign and not a plus. Let's try that again. Hold on, what did I do? Alright, we're back. Sorry. That's a division sign. Okay, cool. Do I have any exponents? Nope, I do not. Do I have multiplication or division? Well, I do not have multiplication, but I do have division right here. It's the first part, okay? 90 divided by 3. You should get 30 for that, okay? You should get 30 when you simplify, and then rewrite everything we have not used yet. Okay, I took care of my division. So now I'm going to ask myself, do I have any addition or subtraction? Well, yeah, I have both. Okay, I have both. Remember, if you have both of addition and subtraction, whatever one you read first, that's the one you do first. 30 plus 1 minus 20. 30 plus 1 is the one I read first. I should get 31. And when I subtract 20, I should get 11 for my answer. It's going to pop up in this mess here. Let's see. Oh yeah, as you can see in that little, gave us a little answer of 11, which we did correctly. Nice job. Exponents come into play. I'm just going to walk you through this one. No parentheses, obviously. I do have an exponent, 6 to the second power. Remember, 6 to the second power means we are actually doing 6 times 6. I'm multiplying 6 twice. Okay. You're going to notice 6 to the second power, they replace that with 36 because 6 times 6 is 36. Okay. Moving on, do I have any multiplication or division? Yes, I have a multiplication problem right here, 3 times 36. When you multiply that, you should get 108. Okay, so they just did this here. And then you just have a simple addition problem. At the end, 108 plus 4, you should get 112. I'm not going to go through this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. Kind of the same process. We're just replacing it with exponents. I want to get one more difficult problem in there. And here is the one that I want to focus on. Not this one. I'm going to skip past these. If you need another example, you can kind of just take a look at this one. But I'm going to actually complete one of these harder ones with you. And here it is. Okay. First of all, do I have any parentheses? Absolutely I do. Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, there's exponents inside the parentheses. I can't do my parentheses without solving my exponents. Exactly. You're exactly right. Okay. So let's do 2 to the third power first. 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and then if I multiply that by 2, I should get 8. So let's replace. I'm going to rewrite everything. I'm still going to write my parentheses. I haven't solved what's inside of there yet. But I do want to make sure that I simplify this stuff first. Sorry again, pretty messy, but you can read it, hopefully. Okay. Still have to solve what's inside my parentheses before I move on, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. 8 plus 5, you should get 13. And then I have a multiplication sign times 3, and then minus 7. I'm just rewriting everything I have not used yet. Okay. Exponents, we took care of that. Do I have any multiplication or division? Yes, I do have multiplication. I don't have division. So let's take care of my multiplication first. 3 times 13 should get 39. And then just bring down what we haven't used yet. I haven't used my minus 7. 39 minus 7 is 32. Is that our answer? Yes, it is. As you can see, it's all up in our work, but we got it taken care of. All right, I'm just going to walk you through one of these here. Again, this is just a step-by-step example, but I want to do one with you, actually, and walk you through it and go step-by-step. So let's, oh, that is the only one. Just kidding. Let's do this one together. Sorry. It says write an expression for the total cost of 5 lotions, 2 candles, and 4 lip balms. So our first job is to write an expression. So I need to write a problem. Okay, I need to write a number problem. As you can see, looking at our chart over here, it gives us the item and then it gives us the cost per item. Okay, so lotion, for one lotion, it costs $5. For one candle, it costs $7. And for one lip balm, it costs $2. So I need to figure out, all right, how am I going to set this up in a problem here to figure out the total cost? My problem says I want to buy 5 lotions. Well, if I want to buy 5 lotions, I guess I can kind of just walk you through that. I don't need to write anything down. If I want to buy 5 lotions, I can get that from this expression right here. 5 times 5. If I want to buy 5 lotions and each of them costs $5, I just have to do 5 times 5. Okay? Same idea for the candles and the lip balm. If I want to buy 2 candles, if I know that one candle costs $7, I can figure out how many 2 candles cost by just multiplying 2 times 7. And then lastly, I want to buy 4 lip balms. Well, if I know that one lip balm costs $2, I can figure out how many 4 lip balms cost by just multiplying 4 times 2. Okay? Got a bunch of multiplication and a bunch of addition in this problem. Solve by using PEMDAS. Okay? Remember, use PEMDAS always in this case. Okay? I'm going to write it out here for you again. Sorry it's so messy. Writing is hard on a mouse pad. And let's go ahead and solve. Do I have any parentheses? Nope. Do I have any exponents? No, I don't. Do I have multiplication? Yes, I have several multiplication problems. Okay, let's go ahead and just solve the first one. I'm going to stay in order. Whatever one you read first, let's do that. So 5 times 5 is my first one. Notice that they get 25. Okay, and then they just rewrite everything that they haven't used yet. The 2 times 7 comes down, the 4 times 2 comes down, and the plus signs in the middle come down. Okay. Now, let's take care of my next multiplication problem, which happens to be 2 times 7. Notice that they get 14 right here. So now my new problem, after I solve that second multiplication problem, is 25 plus 14. And then I haven't done anything with the 4 times 2 yet, but I will right here. Okay. Let's solve the last multiplication problem. 4 times 2, you should get 8. Okay, and then I just have an addition problem. You just add all those up together. Okay, 25 plus 14 plus 8. You should get a grand total of $47 spent to buy all of those items. Okay, so to answer this essential question, finishing up here, how is it helpful to write numbers in different ways? An answer that you could have possibly came up with, or that I want you to know, is that using parentheses tells me which one I'm supposed to do first. It clarifies the order of operations. If you see parentheses, you got to know, hey, this I have to complete first. Okay. Here is a practice problem. If you would like to go ahead and try and complete that, again, not necessary, but this is just an extra problem for you to practice. Okay. So you can go ahead and pause our video here and solve this and see what you get. Okay. Now, that is the end of the show, the slideshow, okay? After you have watched this, please go check out our practice problem page, okay? It's also posted in the same folder as you saw this video. Complete that if you have not done so already. You can check out the notes if you're still a little bit confused. You can play a game that I'm going to attach. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Order of operations. Tell me if you end up getting $1 million. So I think they do it in increments of $100, so you might be a different than $1 million. But check that game out. Allows you to get some extra practice too. Okay. I will keep you updated on when I'm going to go live. I would imagine it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. So if you have questions, we can talk. It might be via Zoom. It might be on Schoology. I will keep you updated. So if you do have any questions, we can actually talk face to face and yeah, get some interaction that way. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you have questions or anything, email me and we'll go from there.